Today we're touring a masterpiece of an estate located in Scottsdale, Arizona, sitting on just under 5 acres of land. The property is currently listed for $23,500,000, and it features 7 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms, and it actually has a regulation-sized basketball court 15 feet below the ground that has been played on by the likes of 60 professional basketball players, including the one and only Kobe Bryant. So if you're a basketball fan, you're gonna wanna make sure to stay to the very end of the tour. Now this property is currently listed by David Newman and Pushpit Tandon with Real Brokers, and I'll leave all of their information down in the description below. This property has a ton to go take a look at right now, so why don't we go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you a quick tour of the exterior of the property before we make our way onto the inside. So directly behind me here, we do have a guest house, 1,550 square feet. So pretty large guest house. And as you can tell, we're very secluded on this lot. We have 5 acres of land. I cannot wait to show you the backyard. I mean, we have 2 pools back there. We have all kinds of cool stuff to show you. But we do have a private gate leading into the driveway here, a ton of pavers throughout the entire front yard of the property. We do have 2 two-car garages, 2 one-car garages attached to the main house, and a 1-car garage attached to the guest house, for a total of a 7-car garage. So the front yard is extremely large, and I just want to point out that we do have this really cool fountain area here off to my right-hand side in the motorcade area, right? And we have this kind of roundabout here, and then we do have parking for about 3 or 4 vehicles directly in front of the fountain there. Of course, on top of all of the parking we have over there by the garage doors. Now, this house is really giving me kind of a Mediterranean type of vibe. We do have all of the stone located on the front of the property, and you'll see that stone is accompanied with that smooth stucco. So it's not all stone or all brick, but you have kind of accent walls of that brick or of that stone there. We have all these really cool concrete pavers leading all the way up to the front door with your synthetic turf in between. And then off to my right-hand side, we got the fireplace over here, really cool little seating area. And that really does describe the exterior of the property. So let's just take you on inside. Why don't you follow me? This is gonna be a really cool property. You're not gonna wanna miss it, so make sure you stay to the very end. We have this huge door leading right into the foyer, and the ceilings are very, very tall as soon as we come in here. We really are greeted by just a massive great room directly in front of us. So off to our right-hand side, we do have our dining room area, our formal dining room area, which seats right now about 10 people in there. Okay, so pretty big dining room over there. And why don't we just check out this great room, because this is a really, really cool great room. So, as we kind of look around in here, one of the first things that I noticed is these 2 terraces up above. Now that's not something that I've seen very often on our YouTube channel, so we're actually gonna go check that out here in a little while, and that is a really cool part of the house up there, okay? So you're really gonna enjoy that. Off to my right-hand side over here, we have this huge fireplace accompanied with a bunch of stone, a lot of woodwork and a lot of wood detail with all the, tile and everything up above. And this is just a massive pocket door that we have directly in front of me here, a motorized door leading out to the city lights, of course, and that backyard with 2 swimming pools and a ton of other stuff that we're gonna check out here in just a little while. So why don't we go check out, first and foremost, the primary wing of the house, which is gonna be located to my right. So why don't you just follow me? Let's go check it out. All right, off to my right-hand side, we do have our home office, and you're gonna see in a little while, we have another office actually near the basketball court, which you're gonna love. But pretty cool home office here in the primary wing of the home. And then as we make our way closer to the primary, we have our powder room here off to our left-hand side, a little bit of storage with a storage area there. And then this is actually gonna be what they call the kids wing of the home. And they really wanted the kids wing to be very close to the primary bedroom when they initially designed the house. So we have 2 bedrooms over here, They both have an ensuite, so why don't you come up the stairs with me and let's check it out. So the first thing that I just want to point out is that as soon as you walk through this door right here, which is located just at the top of the staircase, you kind of are greeted with your own private oasis up here. As soon as you come in this first door, we do have kind of a wet bar area over here with a sink, seating area, TV, you know, a bunch of recessed lighting, stuff like that. But this will be a really great hangout area, you know, essentially located in the primary bedroom. Then we walk through another set of French double doors leading us into the main primary itself. And you're gonna notice, you know, as soon as we come in here that we have a ton of natural light. This is an absolutely large window that we have right here. At night, I'm sure it's just absolutely stunning. You know, looking directly out into the city lights. They actually built the primary up a little bit because they wanted the view of the city lights, okay? Really cool wood detail ceiling up above. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but that TV right there is a massive TV. That thing's gotta be like 120 or 130 inches. So why don't we check out the private oasis in the bathroom, and it will not disappoint. Come follow me. As soon as you come in here, I'm telling you right now, this bathroom feels like a total oasis, gives spa-like vibes. As soon as we come in. So off to our left-hand side, we have a massive primary closet here with a actual laundry room attached to the primary closet. So in the back of that closet, you do have a full-size laundry room, and that's where that actual metal tray is, where the kids can throw up in that basketball hoop all of their laundry. So pretty cool feature there that they definitely put a lot of thought into. So right here on my right-hand side, we do have our soaking tub. I love the chandelier, floating shelves, tile feature wall. And I love that water spigot actually, how it's connected to the wall and drops the water directly there into the tub. It's not something you see very often. We've got a storage closet up there to my right-hand side. And then we actually have the his and her vanity located directly in the center of the bathroom, which is not something that I've seen very often in giving you these tours. So we have his and hers. And then on each side, we do have a his and a hers water closet, okay? So one here, and then one directly on the other side over there. Of course, you're gonna notice that we have all the built-in speakers and everything up above. And as we make our way a little bit closer to the outdoor spa area here, we do have our shower off to the left-hand side. We have our rain head. We actually have a speaker located in the shower, which is pretty cool, not something you see every day. And then we have our makeup vanity here off to my right-hand side. You know, and it of course has all this beautiful tile work around the makeup area. So directly here behind me, we actually have a fireplace, a water feature falling directly in front of the actual fire itself, which is really cool. It's probably a little bit loud, but it's very, very calming and relaxing if you're here in person. Now off to my left-hand side, we have an outdoor shower. We can see all of the mountains from here. We do have a cold plunge located directly in front of me. And then we have a sauna off to my right-hand side with a TV mounted directly in front of the sauna. And there is a staircase leading you down into the private oasis of a backyard, which we're gonna check out here in just a little while. So why don't we go ahead and check out the other wing of the property, such as the kitchen, family room, and then in just a second, we're gonna look at that basketball court. So come follow me. All right, just to give you a little bit of perspective as to where we're at, because I don't know if I mentioned in the intro of the video, but this house is 21,410 square feet, featuring 7 bedrooms and 18 bathrooms. Okay, so we just came to the other wing of the property. We have our kitchen off to my right-hand side here. The dining room, which we toured a little while ago, is right around the corner to my left, and that is the front door directly in front of me. So directly down this hall right here in front of me, we do have our actual primary laundry room, which is a very large laundry room. We do have a bunch of storage in there. We have access to both of the garages, 2 separate entrances in there, and a drop zone for all the kids to put all of their stuff. We have a powder room here off to my left-hand side. And why don't you just follow me this way? And before we get to the kitchen and the main living area, I just want to show you this Butlers kitchen, because it is a pretty cool Butlers kitchen, okay? So as we make our way in here, one thing I do want to point out is that we have all this old Chicago brick from the Chicago fire itself, which we're gonna see throughout the entire property. And I'll show you a really cool wall where you're gonna see it very good here in just a little while, but I figured that was a really cool touch that I wanted to point out. So we have a lot of appliances in here. We have our ice machine. You can tell we have a lot of our kind of convection ovens and stuff like that up here on the countertops. Really cool thick slabs of counters here. Again, you're gonna see all that brick from the Chicago fire throughout with that wood ceiling. And I think it all ties in very nicely. So we have our sink here off to my right-hand side. A lot of open shelving, just a ton of storage overall. dishwasher here, and then we do have a Wolf oven located directly down at the bottom. And of course, we have all of our underlit cabinets and everything like that. So as we make our way through the Butler's kitchen, we have access to the backyard, which we'll see here in just a little while. And then this is gonna lead us directly into the main kitchen. We have another dining room, could be a breakfast nook or whatever, but very large, honestly, about as big as the first dining room there. So we do have kind of two dining rooms. So let's check this out. We have two Wolf microwave ovens, one on the right-hand side, one all the way down here on the left-hand side. Really cool, kind of almost industrial type of hood that we have up above. And then we have a Wolf induction stovetop here, and then three huge individual Wolf burners. Okay, this is not something that you see every day. Pretty cool. These are definitely oversized burners here in the kitchen area. And again, this massive industrial hood. Now we do have two beverage drawers there off to my right-hand side. Two sinks, okay, so two integrated sinks down here with the undermount stainless steel there with two faucets and everything like that. And then we have our dishwasher here off to our right-hand side, and we do have another ice machine all the way down here at the very end, okay? So as we make our way over here around the corner, we have our oversized, I believe this is a 60-inch Sub-Zero fridge and freezer. Another Wolf oven right here. Like I said, we had our first Wolf oven in that Butler's kitchen. And then we do have another wine cooler down here off to my left-hand side. So this is a pretty big room, okay? A little bit out of breath here, but we do have some really cool custom woodwork up above on the ceiling, oversized fan in here. And then this is a really cool feature TV wall. As you can tell, we have two TVs up at the very top, and then an extra large TV mounted directly on the bottom. And again, this room is really gonna come to life here in a little while as the sun starts to go down, because we have a beautiful panoramic view of the city lights. So why don't we go ahead and make our way maybe upstairs here. You're gonna see a lot more of this Chicago brick from that Chicago fire. And we have a wraparound staircase, and I'm gonna show you probably one of the coolest golf simulators that you've ever seen. So why don't you come follow me? So you're gonna see a ton of this brick from that Chicago fire as we make our way up this staircase here. And the reason that the owner wanted to do that is because he's actually from Chicago, so he wanted to pay homage to that. And it's a really cool feature. And they actually have a little plaque down at the bottom of the stairway, which will show you that kind of describes what that brick is all about and a lot of the history of how it came to be and how it ended up actually in this house, which is really cool. So directly here behind me, we do have a really cool bar area. Those are those two doors to the terraces that we talked about in the beginning of the video. So if you were to open those doors, it would lead you out onto those terraces, looking down into the great room and the front door of the property. We have a couple of really cool booth seating here. We have all of this wood accent walls wrapping all the way around. We have another kind of golf practice area off to my left-hand side. We have ping pong, a huge viewing deck looking out to those city lights. And then we're gonna make our way to probably one of the coolest in-home golf simulators I've ever seen. So why don't we go check it out? This is a dedicated golf simulator room attached to kind of this upper wing of the property, which really I would consider to be the game room, entertaining room, and everything like that. So we do have a custom curved golf simulator screen right here. It's not something you see very often. Again, normally you're gonna see like a flat screen, so that is all custom there. And then we do actually have a couple of putting holes here down in the turf. All of these ceiling tiles are, protective ceiling tiles so that if you have a bad swing, you're not gonna jack up the room. And this is a really high-tech golf simulator. So you actually have 110 different courses that you can play here. This is a 4K projector screen. You can see this massive projector up here. And then we actually have 4 TV monitors here off to our right-hand side with a bunch of cameras and really high-tech equipment with multiple more cameras behind you, a camera in between all of the TV monitors. And then we do have theater-like seating in here. So we have a multi-level seating area with quite a few seats, right? We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like basically 10 seats up here that all recline. So you can kind of have a hangout area. All these curtains are retractable as well. And this is one of those rooms where I feel like you can close the door, come in here, bring all your friends, grab a couple of beers, and really just enjoy your time up here, and nobody would even know that you're up here. So pretty dang cool room, but I want to show you something that might even be a little bit cooler than this, and that is going to be the Michael Jordan Museum, and I bet you've never heard that before, so why don't you follow me, let's go check it out. Okay, so this is definitely something that I've never seen, and I'll probably never see again, and I guarantee you that you haven't either. So there is 290 pairs of Jordan shoes in this room, okay? This is why we call it the Michael Jordan Museum. It could be expanded to hold 325 pairs of shoes. The shoes in here are currently valued at about $400,000, and they could be purchased with the sale of the property if you make the right offer and it is negotiated into the deal. All right, so the owner of the house actually had season tickets when Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls, and that's just kind of one of the reasons that, you know, you see all of the shoes in here. Obviously, he's a really big fan, and I mean, this is pretty dang cool. So of course, you know, all the displays here have all of the recessed lighting, even all the way up to the very top, and I mean, even to the little details where you look at, you know, the bottom level of shoes, all of the shelves are flat, and as you go up the shelves, they're actually tilted so that you can see the shoes all the way at the very top up there. Is one of the things that I noticed when I came in here. You have the basketball hoop, the Michael Jordan logo up there, and then a really cool seating area with a ladder that rolls all the way around. So why don't we go check out the next best thing, which is gonna be the locker room and the regulation-sized basketball court that is indoors and 15 feet below ground. Let's go check it out. Not very many homeowners can say that they have a full regulation-sized basketball court located directly in their home. 15 foot below the ground, might I add. So the direction we just came from is going to be our locker room. We have multiple bathrooms, multiple urinals, which is very important. Directly in front of me, we have a full kitchen hangout area with all of the amenities, including refrigerator, freezers, everything that you need with TVs and everything like that. And like I said, this is gonna be a full-size regulation basketball court here with a third basketball hoop that is 7 feet high off to my right-hand side. We have a full-size gym off to my left over here with a viewing deck directly up above, another thing that you probably have never seen. I definitely haven't either, with 2 full-size garage doors and a private office directly to the right-hand side with accordion doors, full bathroom up there as well. We do have a separate entrance directly behind me that, you know, all the professional basketball players can access directly. Okay, again, Kobe Bryant has played here, 60 professional basketball players have played here, and this thing is pretty dang cool. Now, why don't we go ahead and check out the backyard? All right, so we just walked out of the gym area. That is the exterior entrance to the basketball court, which all the players are of course able to access. So off to my right-hand side, we actually have a walking path going around the entire property. Like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, we are sitting on just shy of about 5 acres of land here. So pretty cool feature, the fact that we have a walking path literally going around the entire property. So as you can tell here, this is all a huge, massive covered area with a lot of really nice, lush vegetation. And then we're gonna go ahead and walk down a flight of stairs here. And you're gonna notice that off to my right-hand side as we make our way over here, we actually have a 9-hole putting green, okay? So right here is gonna be a 9-hole putting green, tons of synthetic turf, and then we actually have 5 chipping pads throughout the entire property to practice your golf game. Off to my left, we have an outdoor shower below the ground here, a really cool hangout area with this big pergola, all of our outdoor speakers. We have misters and lighting. We have a Wolf grill out here. We actually have 2 outdoor cooking areas. One of them is gonna be right here, and another one's gonna be up closer to the house, which I'm gonna show you here in just a little while. This is a really cool area, kind of sunken down into the ground. And then off to our right-hand side, we have this really elongated fireplace with just such a stunning view of all the city lights at night, of the putting green, and you know, just overall, the overall backyard. Off to my left over here, we do have a diving pool. Okay, now that's a pretty cool diving pool. You'll notice actually up above the diving pool with that water feature, we have a chipping pad up there. So you could actually chip off of where you would dive out here onto the putting green or into the, you know, one of the chipping pads out there by that walking path. So it's a very deep pool right here. Like I said, it is a diving pool, saltwater diving pool. Up above on the other side of that water feature, we have another pool which is just gonna be a play pool, okay? So about 5 feet deep. So two swimming pools located, you know, directly in front of each other with some really cool water features And we even have a water feature built into that Baja step there. So again, a lot of lush vegetation out here. You're gonna see some of those chipping pads out there off in the distance. Hopefully some of that drone footage will give you a really good view of that. And why don't we just go ahead and start making our way up towards the property here. I'm gonna show you one more really cool grill area, and then we'll go ahead and probably wrap up the exterior of the property here. As we start walking up here, you're gonna notice that off to our right-hand side, we do have a really cool built-in jacuzzi just on the bottom of the owner's suite. So you'll notice off to our right over there, we do have that gate leading to a stairway, and you can actually see the corner of the sauna from here, and that's gonna be that cold plunge sauna shower area off of the primary suite of the home, which is really cool. So this is a really cool hangout area over here. Again, here's that diving platform directly in front of me. Another really cool fireplace on top of that diving platform. And just again, a lot more, synthetic turf, a lot of vegetation and things of that nature. Here's our second pool off to our left-hand side right here. Another really big balcony area where we could put a ton of furniture, just hang out, entertain. This really is an entertainer's dream. I mean, I honestly can't think of a better house to entertain at, to have people over and just have a good time. This is a massive pool. The entire pool actually is made of tile, okay? So, normally you see like Pebble Tech or Pebble Sheen in a pool, where we actually have tile throughout the entire pool, and they're little baby tiles, which is obviously really cool. So this is gonna be another outdoor grill kind of kitchen area. We have the one off to my left, which we showed you just a minute ago. This has a massive Wolf grill. I mean, look at how big that thing is. We have an industrial hood directly up above, ice maker, your refrigerator, everything you need to cook, entertain, and just have a good time. So you're gonna notice right here, we have all of our built-in heaters, okay? We have 2, 4, 6 built-in heaters and built-in misters built actually into the smooth stucco finish there, or the concrete, if you will. Another really cool seating area, we have 3 TVs, and then directly above, I don't know if you guys remember a little while ago when we looked at that golf simulator and we had that bar area, that's gonna be that deck up above there, okay? So we have another bunch of heaters located up there with another really cool deck, essentially just like this one, but when you're entertaining up there at that bar, playing golf or whatever, you have that deck as well. So I don't know what else to say other than, look at the views and really just take it all in. I hope that videos do it justice, but that pretty much sums up the backyard. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That sums up our tour for today. Again, this house can be yours for $23,500,000. Is currently listed by David Newman and Push Pit Tandem with Real Brokerage. I'll leave all of their information down in the description below. And if you stayed to the very end of the video, please subscribe to my channel. Me and my team put in a ton of time, energy, and work into making these videos, so I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're ever in the market to buy or sell, I myself am a real estate agent in the state of Arizona, and I would love to serve you at the highest possible level. Thank you so much again, and we'll see you in the next video.